There's one message from our guest. I still haven't revealed the name of our guest, right? You must be wondering as to who our guest is. I shall reveal his name. But first, let me just share one thing. What we have undergone, we don't want the younger generation to undergo. That was one line which our guest has shared before we start the session. And that really resonates a lot with many of us. What we've been through, we don't want our younger generation to go through the same thing, the difficult situations. Now it's time to reveal the guest on our platform. He's none other than Ormond Lorich King, joining us all the way from San Diego, California, USA. We should never let them face what we face. That's what I like. Now, if I may ask you, a message for all the parents, like what is your message? See, you might have had traumatic experiences. I don't know what experiences you've had with your family members, I mean your parents. I might have had certain traumatic experience with my own parents. So a few of us do have traumatic experiences in our own families. Others are lucky and gifted. They have very good parents. Now, what I'd like to ask you, Ormond, is do you have a message for the parents who ill-treat their children or neglect their children or just give birth to them and that's done? It's not like I'm not giving just only birth to them and giving them food and clothing and shelter. These are the basic things that you have to do and you do it. But apart from this, there's something more a parent should do.
Yeah.
That is making your child emotionally strong, being there for your child when he or she faces any kind of negative situation in their lives. I'm here to listen to you, to talk to you, to support you. Now, the help that you're going to give us now is in the form of a message to all the parents who might be erring on their part as being a great parent to their children.
Man, you hit me with the hard question right at the end, right? So just being real from my heart, please. It's not even a message. I'm asking, I'm begging you. Those kids that you have full control of, you can, and I say full control but you can't honestly make anybody do anything. But you are responsible. You are a seed planter. If that kid is a kid and not able to go take care of themselves, you brought them in this world. You have a responsibility to build them as much as possible. And you may not have been built yourself. Because oftentimes, as they say, hurt people hurt people. So if you went through trauma yourself as a parent, don't pass that on to your kid. By now, if you're getting older and you realize some of the things that you were doing growing up, they were mistakes, don't pass that on to your kid. Don't set them up for failure. I just recently walked into an elementary school and I seen a kid that was dressed as he's 7 years old with dressed as if he was getting ready to be a full-fledged gang member. He didn't buy his own clothes. Mom, Dad, you bought that for him. And if it isn't that, what are you doing to them mentally? We need to end this cycle of incarceration, death, trauma, abuse. And it starts with you. So whether you had it or not. And if you feel you didn't get the help you needed, seek the help you need so that you can empower that kid to not go through the same stuff you did. Please. Because they need an opportunity to live. They need the opportunities that you feel you did not have and you may not have had. Okay? Don't hold on to old trauma. It's gone. It's gone. Don't pass it on. Don't continue this. Please, for the life of your kid. I know, hey, the parents you might not be the best of parent, but I know you love your kid. Yeah, I know. You might not be doing it 100% correct, but you love your kid. Love them enough to build them, protect them, and to have them live the best life they can, regardless of your past. Get the help you need so you can give the help they need. That's it. Please.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful message to all the parents. Thank you, Ormond, so much for sharing that. You shared that with so much of emotion and passion. That's really good. I hope it reaches the parents in the right way and they strike a right chord with their children and build beautiful families and beautiful bonds within the family. Now, there are some children who are suffering from childhood traumas. Now they are in their 20s, mid-20s, and early 30s. They are unable to forgive their parents for the trauma being caused to them when they were younger children. They're suffering from a lot of childhood trauma. Now, do these people also come up to you and say, hey, this is happening to me, Armand. How do I deal with it? You see, I can't forgive my mom. I can't forgive my dad. This is what they've done to me. I don't want to see their face as well. I don't want to hear their voice as well. They don't even text, they don't call. So, what's your message to them? How do you deal with such a situation when you have the young boys and girls in their mid 20s or early 30s coming up to you and sharing all of this? How can you guide them?
All right. So yeah, mid-20s, early 30s. If you had those parents that weren't there, parents that were abusive mentally, physically, you had that. I'll start with I'm saying I'm sorry you went through that. You got to let it go now for your own life. For your own life. It's hard, easier said than done, but you have to. You have to look at that like when you're driving in a car and you see the rear view mirror is much smaller than the windshield that you're driving through. That rear view mirror is smaller because what's behind you is not as important as what's in front of you. And if you carry that baggage, I've seen pictures of someone carrying a bunch of bags, you're weighed down. Your spirit's down. You're not growing, you're not going, you're not moving because you're holding on to you might have been through the worst stuff in the world with your parents. You gotta leave it back there for you, not them. You know, blood, birth, hard, cut them off. Cut them off. You need to. For your own life, you live one time. You need to move forward and live the best life you can. And I don't care if it's your mother. If she's cancerous, toxic, abusive, your father abusive, neglectful, leave them. Leave them. Or there's an alternative. You keep dealing with that stuff. You keep the baggage. You keep feeling depressed. You keep being and then there's different degrees too. There might be that parent that's in your life. You love them. You don't want. Okay, don't talk to them as much. Cause that not everybody just because it's your parent don't mean you need to be on the phone with them for 2 hours hearing them depress you. Maybe once every other month, check in. So from all the way cutting off to decreasing the amount of time and energy you give them for yourself. You have to. And especially if you're now producing kids, because that energy is getting transferred. It's not going away. Don't do that to you. I'm sorry. You gotta cut parents, people, you gotta cut them off for your betterment, your spirit, to be in a good place for yourself. You got this one. When they gone, they gone. Sorry.
Speak against all forms of abuse. And if you need help, there are people like Armand Lorich King who will stand with you, walk with you, and make you understand that life is beautiful. There is somebody to hear you out, even if you feel neglected at home, at school. You have people like Mr. King who is going to take care of you. And of course, we are going to join him on this beautiful mission of making people smile every single day. Many thanks and God bless. This we come to an end now to the International Fab Talks for today. If you like what the International Fab Talk team is doing, stay connected with us. Like, comment, subscribe, and share to the International Fab Talks. Above all, prioritize your children, give them a good life, and of course, protect your pets, protect the environment, and make this world a beautiful place, not only for yourself, your family, but for others as well. With this, we'd like to sign off now. Stay connected and stay blessed.